Yes, you guessed it right. Today we have another mid-90s Reebok vintage model, and unfortunately that's another one that I don't know the name. Despite all the archives and material I have from Reebok collected throughout the years, I still could not find the name of this beautiful tennis model. Hey guys, welcome back to a Kicks Reasons channel. Today we're looking at another Reebok vintage pair coming all the way from the mid-90s, 96, maybe 97 I think, based on some of the design cues. Unfortunately, I don't know the name, but it's a tennis model and we're gonna look at it today. And as always, I even reach out to some of the people I know within Reebok, and nobody can give me an answer about this model yet. But I wanted to kind of rush in and show it to you guys because you're gonna appreciate the beauty of this model regardless of the name. And some of the features that are offered in this tennis model are something I really loved from that time from Reebok. And first and foremost is the heel and forefoot hexalite. And not only that, but they are visible on the bottom as well. And you will notice that the hexalite on the heel is actually covered. At the time, Reebok were not doing a lot of hexalites that are covered like that, but there were some tennis models that were covered with this kind of plastic or rubber, which was like see-through, and you can see the hexalite inside, and that actually provided a lot of safety and coverage because you don't want that hexalite being punctured. That's why when I saw models being released like that, for example, like the Instapump Boom basketball model covered like that, I was excited about it because those of us that could afford only one pair every year or every 2 years, you wanted to preserve that hexalite as much as possible. And sometimes when you wear that sneakers all the time outside, summer, winter, if you step on something sharp and you pop one of those cells, you're not gonna be happy. People with Nikes were even more disappointed because it's game over pretty much if that happens. I'm gonna get you closer so you can see a lot of those details, how the hexalite wraps from the heel around. These are some of the cues that kind of prompt me that this model comes from around 96, 97, because similar designs were released from that time in the basketball versions and the cross training and a lot of other models, including tennis, where you have visible hexalite on both lateral sides, heel and forefoot. Hence, you guys know the question, very similar. And the question, the lateral visible hexalite is only for kind of show, where here is actually functional. It's one huge piece that wraps from the heel all the way to the bottom and sits right above the midsole. And on the forefoot, initially you'll see the window here and you'll think, okay, that's just for show again. But if you flip it on the other side, there's a big translucent part of the outsole and you can see through the massive patch of hexalite, which kind of runs from side to side here, right underneath your forefoot. And you're gonna see it on the close-ups, how it looks. I'm so happy to see that. And the hexalite is so responsive still. I'm pressing it with my fingers and it's nice and soft. The midsole is nice and soft. This is quite a preserved pair from the time. I'm super excited to have it in the collection. And one more logo right in the front. The outsole is made with Reebok's Duracort. You're gonna see that Duracort was a very good compound of rubber that a lot of these tennis models used at the time. We have a nice jeweled logo on the tongue as well. You're gonna see that. And if I pull the insole out, you'll see those are the regular, anatomically correct, nice design with arch support, Reebok insoles. I really like these ones because they're not gonna deteriorate over the time like the polyurethane ones. At the same time, they're pretty thick in the back and they provide a lot of comfort. And when you think of it, you're sitting on top of hexalite, big patch on the heel, big patch on the forefoot. So that's the only thing kind of separating you from the hexalite. On the bottom, the tongue is held by two bungees. Hopefully the camera can pick that up and you can see it. But these are super, super comfortable. I really like the detail on these, on this specific model, especially here on the back. You'll see how it's kind of ribbed, interesting design cue, and kind of reminds me of some other models as well. But the logos, both on lateral and medial side, the vector logos are like embossed, they're stitched in. Majority of the shoe is actually synthetic leather, and I'm surprised that it's not crumbling or kind of peeling or anything like that. These been preserved pretty well. I just recently acquired these for like less than $50, I think, on eBay. Of course, we have the hexalite writing and logo right here on the lateral side, and Yeah, these super comfortable. I'm so excited to have these in the collection. Anytime I pick up a vintage pair that it's wearable and we have heel and forefoot hexalite, I immediately remember how things were back in the day, how excited we were to try them in stores, and if we're lucky to pick up a pair. But look at this toe box, how many overlays and underlays are, how detailed this design is. Truly, they don't make shoes like that with overlays and stuff like that, that they're, you know, bulkier, but that's part of the charm about this model. I really like how these early to mid 90s Reebok models look like. And you're gonna see them on feet, obviously. You see how they look, fully wearable, very comfortable. I won't play tennis with them right now, of course, because they're gonna sole separate most likely, but they're very comfortable nevertheless. And you can still wear them casually around and enjoy them. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hit the thumbs up if you like the video. Stay tuned to the channel. There'll be a lot more vintage pairs coming very soon. I have a couple very exciting and rare pairs that I just recently acquired from overseas. They're being shipped to me right now. As soon as they arrive, you guys are gonna see the video on them, and hopefully you're gonna enjoy it as much as I do. As always, guys, you have a wonderful day.